What is up, everyone? Welcome to the next episode of the hotel reservation backend in Golang from the full-time godev program. So basically, the previous episode we created our GBT authentication, and now we are going to build on top of that because it's not completely done. We were authenticating users. So we go into our out handler here. Yes, we were in this thingy here, right? We did this bcrypt password, and if this as an error, we're going to return invalid credentials, and then we're going to have this user, right? So here the user is authenticated. But first things first, something you guys that I want to teach you is handlers, right? So we have our handle authenticate, we have handle get hotels, handle yada yada yada, all these handlers. And a very important aspect of a handler, in my opinion, is that it stays clean. They need to be as clean as possible. I don't like any kind of business logic inside of these handlers. And you can see that, right? So what we do, the only thing handlers will do, let me summarize this a little bit up for you. A handler should only do, first of all, it should only do the serialization of the incoming request. For example, in our case, it's going to be JSON, right? Then it should basically do some data retrieval, right? Data fetching, but from DB. But you can see that our data fetching is also encapsulated by this user store. So that business logic, data business logic, is also encapsulated into an interface, right? But then it's going to basically, what's going on? Why is this not actually, can I tab this out? Yes, something like that is pretty fine, boom. So the next thing it's going to do is basically it's going to call some business logic, right? It will never do business logic itself. It will call that from the business logic functions we make. And then it's basically going to, it will indent itself. It will basically return the data back to the user, right? That's what it's going to do. And that's the only thing it does, right? There is no crazy stuff going on. Maybe it's going a third-party API. That's perfectly fine. But it's not going to have some business logic. And if we see this bcrypt compare has and password, that's something we can extract into another function. I'm going to types here real quick. And I'm going to post that inside of here. I'm going to paste that thing in. Close this real quick. And I'm going to call this isValid password. It's important that we extract that so we can actually test it, right? And that's going to return a Boolean because it does not matter. It doesn't need to return an error because if the password cannot be compared, it's not the same. So it's a problem. We don't care about the error. We just want a Boolean so we know. So what we're going to do is basically we're going to say that the error is, we're going to call this the encpv, the encrypted password, and the PV itself. And that's going to be a slice of bytes. And to be honest, actually, we could make it strings, so we could do these byte conversion inside of this function, so we don't need to handle these byte conversions in our handlers. So we're going to say it's going to be a byte of encpv, and of course a byte of PV itself. And we're going to return, actually we could do this, right? We could do return is nil, right? This basically means that if what bcrypt compare and hashword returns the error, if that is null, it's going to be a valid password because the bullet will be true. The bool will be true. If it's not, if the error is not null, the bool will be false because, yeah, it's not a valid password, right? So now we're going to back to our out handler. And what we are going to do here is we're going to say if types is valid password. Why can I not find this? It should be this, and that should be the user.encrypted password and the params.password. We are going to return invalid credentials. Yeah, just like that. And then here we are sure that our user is authenticated. So the problem is this types thing is not working. So let me go back to user types. Func is valid password. Did I make a mistake? Password, no. Are we in types user? Yes, we are. Func is valid password. Should be fine. Let's go back to out handler here. It's probably undefined. Is valid password. Am I actually blind? Am I blind types? Yeah, that's here is valid password. What the hell's going on? I'm confused. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, what types are we importing here? Go types. Of course not. It's going to be R types. Yeah, I was thinking, what the hell's going on? It's importing Go types. Yeah. So if you make run here and then we go back to our thingy, we're gonna be authenticated here perfectly fine. So that's good. Yes. The next thing we're gonna do is make a token, a GBT token, right? So first of all, we're gonna make claims, right? So I'm gonna actually make this function here. I'm gonna say func make claims from user. That could also be in types if we really want it. So we're gonna pass in a user, which is going to be a types.user, and that's going to return a map of string to any. Not quite sure. Maybe it is, maybe it doesn't. So that's that. We're going to say that the claims is going to be, can we do gbt.map claims? It's yeah, it's any, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Something like that. We're going to instantiate that. Actually, to be honest, we're going to return here a gbt.map claims. That's what I'm going to return here. Yes, that's fine. So the first thing we're going to say that the claims, we're going to call this user ID is going to be a user is going to be the user dot ID, and that should be a primitive. That's kind of fine. What do we want more? Maybe an email. Let's set the email also. Why not? Users.email. That's the only things we want to know. Actually, to be honest, we could do also like this, right? User ID. Maybe that's a little bit cleaner. User ID is going to be user.id. And then we're going to copy this. We're going to say email. Maybe we're going to say user email. Actually, to be honest, let's say ID and email. And delete these two things. Boom, boom. That's fine. And then basically, maybe we should make token. Wait, we're going to say create token from user. That's what we're going to do. And we're not going to return these claims. We're going to return a string here. We're going to make the claims here. And then we need to say something like, I have no clue. We're going to say GBT assign create token. I have no clue. We need to check that. How that needs to work. Oh, this is the example. See, that's fine. Simple validating token. Building assigning a token. That's what we need. GBT new with claims. That's what we need. New with claims. Look at this. Copy this bad boy. We're gonna paste that in here. Boom. It's gonna be like this. Save that. Delete this, center the screen. So we're gonna have a token, is GBT new with claims. Do we have GBT v5? That's perfectly fine. What's going on? I want to be at the bottom, center this, right? So we don't want a date, right? Maybe we could make a date here. Maybe we could. Yeah, we could make it. For example, we're gonna say now. It's going to be time now. We're going to say now.add, we're going to say valid till. It's going to be now.add time. How long do we want this to be valid? Let's say time.hour times 4. Let's make it 4 hours valid. And we're going to say a valid till. And that's going to be valid till. going on here? Valid till, right? Valid till. That's nice because, oh yeah, we need to put the claims here. We don't care about that. So we're going to delete this, this, and this. Actually, to be honest, this can be deleted. Here we're going to put the claims in here. We're going to say claims. That's going to be the token. Actually, to be honest, we can return this token like this because it's going to return a string. It cannot use. Why? Valid till declared but not used, and declared valid till is going to be this, perfectly fine. So what we basically do here is we make, we get the time now, and then we're going to add 4 hours to it, and that basically means that this token is going to be valid 4 hours. If we check that, right? If we don't check it, it doesn't really matter, but we could check that. Each time a user basically, in our out handler, we could check if it's valid, and we will do. So cannot use new with claims, it's going to be an error probably. A token. Oh, a token is, yeah, I see. A token is basically a token structure. So we cannot do that. Actually, to be honest, we could do valid. It doesn't really matter. Can we have a string? Signed string. Yeah, that's what we want, right? Signed string. What's going on? Why don't we have not enough? We need options, token options. Do we actually want token options? I don't think so. So we're going to say here in this function, nil probably, something like that. Signed string, what does this take? A key. What is this key doing? I need to check the documentation real quick because it's the secret. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay. I see. All right, so we cannot do that. We need to first do some couple steps. I thought it was much more easier. So first of all, we're going to say that the token is going to be this thingy here, right? I think they also do nil in this, right? They don't specify anything actually here. Okay, that's fine. So we have a token. And then we're going to say that the token string error is going to be token, right? Dot signed string, yeah. But we need our secret. Remember the secret we did when we were in our authentication. It's the same secret we're going to fetch. We're going to say secret is going to be os get env, and that's going to be a GVT secret. That was the variable naming, and we're going to put that secret in here. And then if actually, to be honest, what do we, okay, one more thing, that's fine. We're going to say if what are we going to do with these errors? That's a good question, to be honest. I'm going to log this error out. I'm not going to do anything with this error. I'm going to fmt println fail to sign token with secret. We don't gonna log anything out to the user. We're just gonna return. We're always gonna. In this case, we're gonna return empty. Actually, to be honest, because this is gonna be empty either way, so we can actually return this token string. That's fine, right? Because if there is an error, right, and we don't return in this if statement, it doesn't matter because it's going to return a token string, and that's going to be empty anyway, right? If there is an error, right? Man, there's so much electricity here in this desk. How can I get rid of that? I can feel it. A magneto. Token string. That's fine. So what we're going to do here is, once he is authenticated, we're going to say that the token is going to be create token from user. We're going to pass in our user here, and then we're going to return. But I think we have out params. That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to make an out response. Type out a response. It's going to be a structure. We are going to return the user, which is going to be a types user. What's going on here? And that's going to be JSON user. And then we're also going to return a token because we need that. And this token is going to be a string. And that's going to be the token like that. Pretty fine. So in this case, we're going to have the token here. To be honest, we could actually do this. Return out a response. JSON, by the way. We're going to say return C JSON. Let's make it clean. We're going to say that the response is going to be the out response. And the user is going to be the user we fetched, and the token is going to be create token from user that user. Delete the whole shebang, and we need to return it as JSON. C JSON response. Yes, we got it. Let's test this real quick. Make run, by the way. Let's see if it's all. Yes, it compiles perfectly fine. So we're going to authenticate ourselves. We're going to press send, boom, and we have a problem. Because this token is actually empty and we get the user. So there's a little problem on the way. So what's failed to sign token with secret? I know what it is. I think. So the good stuff is we need to think about this, right? So right now we have a problem because we are getting a response, but we could not sign this thing. So we are safe. Security-wise, we are safe because we don't expose a token or something. So the front end cannot use that to log in, but that's actually bad news. So you can see that this error is only for us, right? That's important because if we printed that error on the screen, the hacker could already know that he failed to sign the token. So maybe he's already a step further with his plans, right? And we cannot expose that stuff. But I think the problem is that our secret is actually... Do we have a secret, to be honest? Let me see. Normally we have, right? Let's print out the secret. The secret is empty. That's a bit of nasty. But that's no problem. Let's do an export GWT secret. Secret. And we could do something, I don't know, doesn't really matter, something random. Make run. Let's see what is going on. If we can do it right now. Boom. No, we can't. Failed to sign token with secret. Yeah, the secret is not the best one, right? So, but still, why is that? Let's actually, to be honest, because this is going to be our error. Let's do this. What I think is that the token is not of a correct format. The secret is not of a correct format, right? And we're gonna fix that. I think that's the problem. But first of all, let's do some debugging thingies here. Let's do it again. Boom. And then see what is going on here. The key is of invalid type. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do it need to be a byte, actually, to be honest? That could also be the case. I think it's going to be a byte problem here. This should be a byte secret, by the way, I think. Let's make run once again. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now you can see we have our token here, right? And it's important because that's a token we need for authenticating ourselves in our backend, right? So for example, let's do a GET request here. And let's say I want to GET request V1 hotels, right? V1 hotels, I sent this. It's going to send us that we are unauthorized, right? So why? Because we need to set a header, the correct header, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to... It saves that, that's fine. We're going to put this thing and we are going to authenticate ourselves first. Boom. It's going to give me this nice token. I'm going to copy this token. I'm going to put this token inside of our headers, right? I'm going to paste that token in our headers. Then I go back to API V1 hotels and I'm going to send that. And we're still going to have an unauthorized method. That's fine. So let's quickly see what is going on here. GWT outing. This is fine. The secret is fine. We don't need to do that. Print ln is good. Token string empty. All fine. All fine. GBT middleware here. So what is going on? We do GBT outing. We know that that works, so we don't need to log that out anymore. Let's see if we can fetch a token. Right, I think that's going to be fine. Make run, send. What is going on here? Token. Let's click some stuff. Hey, oh, that's a post. I see. That needs to be a get. But it doesn't matter. But then we actually, hotels, that doesn't matter. API v1 hotel. I don't see anything here. What's going on? Probably here. X API token. We could make a logging here and we could say token not present in the header. And then we're gonna, it doesn't matter, right? We don't need. And let's print out the token here if we find one. Token. Let's run this again. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna click sometimes here, and it's gonna be token not present in the header. Why is that? Oh, we did not send it because we didn't check marked it, right? Boom. We're gonna send, but still we're getting an unauthorized. But we still have this token, never print secret. That's fine. And these are map claims, so that's also fine. Look at this. We see these map claims here, so we're gonna clean this mess a little bit up here. Token not present is fine. We're not going to print that anymore out. This can be here for our logging later on. Parse token is this one. This is our secret. Print the secret. We're not going to do that. Bytes secret pretty fine. Fail to parse unauthorized. We don't see that, right? No. That's also good. Oh yeah, we return an unauthorized here. Oh yeah, this is the thing we need. What are we going to do with parse token? I think we are going to return claims. This is GBT authentication. We're going to call this validate token. And that will return basically a GBT.map claims. That's what I want to return. So we're going to, this is fine. Maybe we should return two things actually, a map claims and an error. Yes. So this is going to be nil, no map, but an error. And then we're going to say here claims okay. This token valid, we're not going to do this. We're going to do this token valid here. We're going to say if token going to return this, boom, unauthorized if it's invalid, right? Who cares? We're going to do some logging here, actually, to be honest. Let's say invalid token. Just like that. So remember, this printlns are for us, not for the user, only for us to check. Then we're going to have claims here, right? And we're going to say if okay, we're going to return an unauthorized here. Otherwise, we are going to return the claims. And of course we're going to say no, and in this case no, like that, right? All right, I think we are good to go. So basically this is going to be validate token, and we're going to say claims R is going to be not parse token but validate token. All right. And we are going to basically check the claims. So what we're going to do is, let's print the claims. Print claims. Make run and send. Okay, we got claims, right? What are we going to do with these claims? Well, we need to do some stuff, right? So basically, each time you're authenticated, it basically means he has a token. But that doesn't mean he is authenticated, right? That doesn't mean it's already okay. What we need to do is we need to check if that ID exists in the database, in my opinion. Although, not always the case. Let's return null in this case. I'm thinking, so basically it's a token. We need to check if it's valid, right? That's maybe we're gonna do this. Check token expiration. Valid till. That's actually a bad thing. Look at this, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check token expiration. Where are we making these claims, by the way? It's gonna be probably an out handler, I guess. This is gonna be expires. Much better, right? So we're gonna say here expires here, pretty good. Back to GWT. Boom. Where do we check this expiration here? We're gonna do that here in this GWT middleware. We're gonna say expires is going to be claims expires, and I think we need to cast this to a time, to be honest. Can we do that? Make a run to see if that's gonna work. Boom, 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 boom. No, it isn't. It's gonna be interface nil. Didn't we? Oh yeah. We need to reclaim it, right? We need to run this thing because we changed the claims. So yeah, we already forged a token, so we need to reforge the token, right? Make run once again, so we could do this post to API outs, right? Body is going to be fine. Send this thing. We're going to copy again this new token with the new claims. Copy headers, this thing, paste that back in. Go to API out, no, v1 hotel, make it a get request, send. Socket hang up, again, a problem. Oh yeah, what the hell? Why is this, what's going on here? Expires, did we make a mistake? Where do we do that? Out handler, probably. Yeah. Expires. It's this one. So what's going on? GBT. What's going on? Did we make a mistake? I don't think so, right? Expires, it's the same thing. Time now. We're gonna be a time. It should be fine. What I'm gonna do is let me declaim so I can actually see what's going on here. What is going on in the shoot? Let's send this thing. Valid till. It's still this stupid token. Why did we not? Why do we have still this valid till thingy? That's the question. Nobody knows, right? I think we changed everything, right? Create token from user. Create token from user. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think we need to do it one more time, to be honest. Let's do this. Make a run. Or maybe I just copy pasted wrong. Could also be the case. Let's delete this. We can't. X API token. Go back to post. Let's authenticate ourselves once again. This is the token. I'm gonna copy this once again. Actually, I think I need to do it like this and then paste it like this. Maybe that's gonna be the case. Wait, maybe I need to send this so it's gonna be saved. And then we go to get requests and do the V1 hotel maybe. Maybe that's the case. Okay, now it's gonna work because right now we're gonna see again. I am confused. I'm confused. Why is this still? What's going on? We forge it here. It's clearly. No, it's not. I thought I found it. So you're gonna say user token, create token from the user. This is the user here. Town, add, map claims, expires, token, secret, yada yada yada. Assign a string, return a token string. Weird. Let me open up VS Code, by the way, because expires here. That's fine. So I think if I make the request here once again. This is so weird, man. Oh, yeah, of course I need to. You see, it's different tokens all the time, right? You can see that it's refreshing these tokens. R and MTU. Maybe it's cached. That could also be the case. That the request is cached. Isn't it? Yeah, it's still the old token. You see this? It's still the old. That's just a little bit weird, to be honest. This is the good one. It doesn't really matter. Hotel. Expires. Hey, this was heavy shit, guys. That was heavy shit. Basically easy stuff, but sometimes these easy little nitpicking things, you know what I mean, happens the best. It is, I don't know. It could be caching, I don't know. Maybe we just made a mistake. Clipboard shenanigans, Vim. Expires, right? That's fine. So what I want to do is I want to check this expires. It's going to be in the out handler probably here. No GBT. That's where we need to be. That's where the party is happening. Check token expiration. So we're gonna do if expires. Actually, we can delete this, to be honest, like that. If expires dot. We could do sub. Wait, what we could do is how can we check if it expires? Actually, it's a time. Oh yeah, what we could do is, we could do like this, right? You could say if time after time.now, if that's after the expires, we're gonna say, I think we can return token expired. I think that's okay. Can we return that? I think we can. I think we can. Token expired. And otherwise, we're gonna return nil, right? Yeah. Token expires. Yeah. Expired. Yeah, it's fine. All right, make run. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to be some problems. I don't know why. String interface string, not time. Damn, it cannot do times. That's true because it's a. That's a problem. So we're gonna make this gonna be a string actually. To be honest, what we're gonna do is instead of doing a time. This expire thingy, I think I'm gonna make this an N64. To be honest, not quite sure if Jason Marshaller will basically support N64. I think it is. So then we're gonna say if time .now .unix is bigger than expires, then the token is expired. If that's true. But the thing is that this is still not going to be correct, so we need to go still to this out handler and change this expires thingy, because this is not going to be a time. It's going to be a Unix timestamp, which is going to be an N64, right? But that also means that we need to make run again, and we need to make sure that we generate a new API key, once again, a new GBT token, by the way, with the post request posted in. Boom, we're gonna, this token, it's the HOSI 5 IWA. Remember that, because we're gonna cut it, and we're gonna also cut it like this. We're gonna delete this thing, paste that in, and that should be the IWA. Yes, that's correctly true. We go into get request, we go back to the V1 hotel here, boom, send. And now we are borked here, because it's probably, it's a float 64. This is JSON conversion. This is so nasty. But I think what we should do, by the way, is instead of doing a map claims, guys, I think we're gonna do some other approach. I think we're gonna do some other approach actually. Because claims going to be in interfaces. It's fine. It's going to be a float. Then it's going to be a float. The thing is, what I want to do is expires. It's going to be, actually, to be honest, let's cast it to an int. Who cares? N64, by the way. That's what we're going to do. N64. Boom. Is this going to work? I have no clue. Tinkering around with all this stuff. So we're going to send this. We have something. Yes, we have something. We are good. We are good to go. Look at this. Send. Perfectly fine. If we, let's fuck it up, this E thingy. Let's fuck this E thingy up. Boom. Unauthorized. Fine. Boom. Send. Authorized. Perfectly fine. Wait. Oh yeah. That's basically from our invalid token. Yeah. That's not from our good request. So that's that. So we are authenticated. Something that we do not get here is hotels. I think we made a little bit of a mistake. Do we need to call next or something? Let me quickly check the Go Fiber documentation real quick. But I think we should call next because it's not calling other handlers we need to have. API ready. Let me see. Let me search on my docs actually, to be honest. I need... what do I want? Middleware. This was what I want. Use func. Middleware. It's fine, it's cool, but I want to see what is a middleware. Wait, what you could do is this, right? Fuck this stuff. We go into main. We're going to figure it out ourselves here. We're going to figure it out ourselves. We're going to say here, app group. Let me see what's going on in here. A handler. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's just a handler. Hotel. Get. Handle hotels. Yeah. Do we need to... I think we need to call c.next. I just thought about that. Out handler. It's like I said, it's the framework, right? So where is our next thing here? It's in our GBT handler. For me, that was the first time I'm using Fiber, by the way, but it doesn't matter because it's all the same. But yeah, so it's a little bit of inferation, problem-solving inferation. So we have C next, fine. I think now it needs to work, right? Now we're gonna have this make run, boom. And we are going to, it's going to be this one, new request, send this doom. Yes, we got our hotels. We did it. Yes, so basically, that's perfectly fine. So now we can authenticate the user. Although it's not completely done yet, we're going to do, that's for the next episode, where we are going to start, book a room, and all that stuff, right? So we have basically a lot of stuff already done. We have our authentication, GBT, and all that shenanigans perfectly fine. I see you in the next episode. Ciao, ciao.